I need a medic!
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 Oh, thank you, medic. We're gonna have a good time, medic.
Medic!
We're gonna have a good time. Do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now.
Medic! Medic! Medic!
The medic left me to die, bro.
Just like the man who cried medic, live commentary on YouTube is dead. The market is oversaturated, it's not very interesting, and I just don't respect it as a format. That being said, welcome to my live commentary. Welcome to the Bread Bowl, the hottest, jazziest, and newest spot for all your live commentary needs on YouTube. While you're here, there's only one rule. Pause this video, go get yourself a nice warm drink of your choice, and come back, get comfy, and share it with me. I want this to be a personal experience, a conversation. The current time for me is about 6 a.m., so my drink of choice today is a mocha. Also, let's take note of the public bulletin board. It's looking a little empty right now, but the Bread Bowl did just open for business, so hopefully you and I together can fill that up. So I figured that for my first live commentary, what better topic to touch on than live commentary and the place it has in the Team Fortress 2 community. I know, that's crazy. No one's ever thought to talk about that before. I might be the first one. So I wanted the Bread Bowl to be more topical, specifically when I'm doing live commentary, because I don't really vibe with the idea of just playing a game and just talking about what I'm doing in the game. You know, I like my videos to have more of a point to them, and I also want you, the viewer, to have something to chew on while I'm talking rather than just watching what I'm playing. So hopefully I can get a nice balance between topic and gameplay, funny moments, and all that nice stuff that usually comes with a live commentary. No, please, medic, heal me. Why didn't you heal me? Where did that pyro go? Did he phase out of existence? Hello? Something that I want to touch on that's really been affecting me as I'm trying to record this that I feel like not a lot of people might know about is that live commentary is hard. It's like deceptively hard. Or I guess to phrase that better, live commentary itself is not hard, but good live commentary is hard. Because I suppose anybody can sit down, play a game, and talk, but to actually talk about something that sounds interesting, or is funny, or is just, you know, any kind of sentence at all is kind of, I find hard. At least personally, I find it difficult. Basically, what you're doing is light improv, which is something that I pride myself being kind of good at. What makes that hard with live commentary specifically is that I'm trying to split my brain into two separate modes, which is, you know, be good at video game, and also witty and insightful commentary on what's happening around me and the topic that I'm trying to discuss at the moment. Which is something that I seem to be unable to do at the current moment, and I don't really know why, because I used to be kind of good in live commentary, or I at least remember being really good at it. It's the content that I used to make the most. And I haven't done it in like 5 years, but back in the day, that was all I made. It was Team Fortress 2 live commentary, playing Saxton Hale, or playing alternative game modes, you know, just copying whatever Muso did that week. I kind of stopped doing it after a while, for a host of reasons. One of them just being I kind of wanted to move away from that style of content. I'm generally more partial to the analytical side of things, but there was also a good portion of time, I want to say, probably from like 2018 through 2022 when I started this channel, when I just kind of wasn't really making much of any content at all. When I was in high school a couple years ago, I also used to stream 2 or 3 times a week, I want to say, so, you know, with no viewers, of course, so I kind of got a little good at just talking to literally nobody. I keep saying really good, or I did so good at this, but honestly, I don't even remember. I haven't gone back to watching a lot of that, so I used to feel confident in my ability to do live commentary, to speak to nobody and always have something to talk about for hours on end, and just as the years have gone on and as I've moved away from that kind of content, I've noticed that I've kind of lost the skill to do so. Hopefully, I can get better, you know, just throwing statements out off the cuff. Hopefully you can get a real good look at my great wit. as as I continue to talk and as I post more videos like these, but we'll see what happens. If it's really that bad, maybe I'll just stop making them all together, but I would hate to make that pretty intro I made, you know, go to waste.
They only got one scout on the point. Where is everybody?
Woo! Woo!
I'm at the base. I'm building a sentry. I'm at the base.
So in addition to wanting to kind of improve my live commentary skills, I'm also excited about the Red Bull for a couple other reasons. One of the big ones being that I'm really excited to play more Team Fortress 2. I don't play a lot of Team Fortress 2. I spend a lot more time interacting in the community and making videos and writing scripts about it than I actually do playing the game. The past couple times I've even bothered opening the game at all have honestly just been to record gameplay for videos, which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that, but I kind of just want to enjoy the game more because I feel like I don't get the opportunity to that often. I just kind of find it hard to find the time, or at least I find it hard to justify taking the time to play Team Fortress 2, which is a little, I guess is a little bit of a ridiculous thought since it's something I enjoy and I should just do it anyway, but you know, I'm just excited to be getting back into it, I guess. This is just exciting for a lot of different reasons. I'm just excited about it, and I guess I just want to share that excitement with you guys. If you know I'm excited about the content, then maybe you can be excited about it too, because I want this to be like a whole thing. Is a whole thing that we're doing here, if that makes sense. So I've actually been studying other people's live commentary videos in preparation for making this for myself. And I'm not really sure what the point was because, you know, it's not like, I don't know. I guess I was hoping their talking skills would rub off on me, I guess. But I've been watching a lot of Fat Magic and Vorby. One opinion that I've been forming about this style of content, not even just over the past couple days, but over the past couple years, is just that there's a couple different ways to succeed in this category. I generally view those as pro gameplay, which would be probably Fat Magic and Vorby. If you're really good and have really funny edits, then that's also a great way to succeed in the live commentary format. And then number 3, the commentary itself. If you can say something so captivating and so interesting that people just can't help but watch, then I think that's also like one of the biggest successes you could have. And hopefully I can touch in on that third category and create the most masterful, wonderful string of words to draw you in and entice you to keep watching, because I'm gonna dispel the rumors right now. Despite what you might think of somebody who's been playing Team Fortress 2 for like, oh god, 10 years, I'm not very good at the game. I'm really not, and I wish I was. I really wish I was. But I'm just gonna dispel that right now, and I'll probably mention this, and you'll see it. I'm just not good at the game. Dude, no! What was that? And in the editing category, whoo! I'm generally proud of my editing. For the 4 other videos I put out on this channel, I'm extremely proud of all of them. I love the ideas, I love the thought I put into them, I love the concepts I used, but that takes a long time. And that's literally the one thing I'm trying to avoid with this. Editing one video for 3 months. I'm already editing other videos for 3 months. I don't want to be doing that for this one too. So there goes editing, there goes gameplay. All I'm really left, all I've got going for me is the talking. I've been told before I have a nice voice. When I used to stream, people would be like, hey, you got a nice voice there. And hopefully you agree. Hopefully the current day Team Fortress 2 community agrees. Speaking of Fat Magic, you know, however long ago I mentioned him, Fat Magic was actually the reason that I wanted to start making more TF2 content in the first place. I had been under the impression for a long time that the Team Fortress 2 community was pretty much dead. And I think that's just because the community talks so negatively about the state of the game quite literally at all times, and they have been since Overwatch came out in 2016. It almost feels like propaganda to get people not to play the game, despite the fact that it's one of the most popular games on Steam and has been for years. And then sometime around, I want to say like 2021, I started getting, these weird foreign recommendations in my channel that I hadn't quite seen before, and one of them was Fat Magic. I think there was other, like, Melon TF2, I think I was getting a lot at the time as well, but what kind of enticed me was just the laid-back nature of it. It felt very personal. It was probably 2 in the morning, I had a nice drink with me, all the lights were off, I was alone in the dark, just sitting at my computer, just kind of not even necessarily watching this Fat Magic video for the video, but just kind of observing the way that the video played out, just kind of analyzing it. Not picking apart anything specific on it, but just kind of deconstructing it in my head. There was such a genuine feeling of curiosity and kind of optimism that also came with it, because at the time, the bot crisis was way worse than it was now, like a million times worse than it was now. Not only was I surprised to see that the community was thriving, but just kind of seeing a live commentary channel thriving was incredibly wacky to me, because it didn't make sense in my brain. Of course, live commentary has always been a thing. It was like the original format of content for this game, but it kind of died out over the years, and overall the community's kind of shifted to a more analytical style, which I'm happy with. And that stigma against live commentary that it's an old, dated format of video that nobody wants to watch, that's completely oversaturated, is something I'm trying to, like, shoot down in my brain, because I don't think that's the case anymore. I used to, but not really anymore. When people first started doing a lot of videos like this, they would see them and talk about them like, oh, well, you're just watching some guy play video games and not even playing it yourself. What's the point, And then as more people started doing it, a lot more people started watching it, and you started hearing less and less people talk about it like that. And all of a sudden, it was just kind of accepted, and no one really cared anymore, because all the hate kind of moved towards reaction content, which coincidentally is also a style of content that I'm trying to get rid of the stigma against in my head, because when you really think about it, reaction videos are literally just live commentary videos. But instead of playing a video game, you're watching something. It's honestly no different. I think it's honestly just cyclical like that. People love it, and then people hate it. People start doing it, people love it. The more people start to like it and do it, the less people start to want to do it. And the less people want to do it, the more people come up that kind of dislike it. And the more people that dislike it, the more you have to justify a reason to make it, which is silly.